The last broadcast, Part 1, The Forgotten Frequency, audio log transcript, recovered from station KX 93, 303 AM. Soft static. A low hum fills the background, the sound of someone adjusting an old microphone. Ethan Cole, voice trembling slightly. Testing, testing. Okay, if anyone can hear this, this is Ethan Cole, host of Midnight Signals, broadcasting from station KX 93. It's 3:03 a.m. And, I'm not sure what's happening here tonight. You know, I've done this show for nearly a decade. 10 years of lonely nights, one pot of coffee after another, talking to no one, or maybe to everyone. Sometimes when the static gets too thick and the air gets too still, I start to think the radio's the only thing that's actually alive here. Pause, he breathes in, a quiet laugh. Funny thing though, tonight I found something I shouldn't have. Segment 1, The Signal. It started like every other shift, a quiet night, rain against the windows. I was halfway through reading a list of local event cancellations. That's what my show has come to lately. When I noticed the receiver light flicker. Just once, like something blinked. Out of habit, I reached for the tuning knob. There's an old analog receiver hooked to our console. Been here since the 70s. Half the dials don't even work anymore, but I keep it running because it hums like it's breathing. Anyway, I turned the dial a few notches left. Nothing. Just static. Then a few more. And there it was. A faint voice, buried under the noise. It wasn't a broadcast, not like anything I'd ever heard. The tone was too human, too close. You shouldn't have found this frequency. I froze. I thought maybe it was some pirate station bleeding through the spectrum. Happens sometimes during storms. Signals bounce weird off the atmosphere. But then it said my name, Ethan. Just like that, soft, slow, almost curious. I swear I hadn't given my name on air in over an hour. Segment 2, The Forgotten Frequency. So I did what any sane broadcaster would do. I talked back. Hello? This is station KX 93. Identify yourself. Silence. Static. I waited a few seconds, then turned the gain up. That's when I realized the voice wasn't coming through the radio. It was behind it, like someone whispering through the wires. I backed away. My headphones crackled. You know that faint hiss when the signal isn't clean? Except this wasn't random noise. It had rhythm, pulses, like breathing. And somewhere in that noise, another voice joined. A woman this time, distant, echoing. Her words were fractured, distorted, like half-erased tape. You hear us. Finally. We've been waiting. I turned off the monitor. Didn't matter. The sound stayed. Segment 3. The Journal of Airwaves I started recording. If you're hearing this now, that means the recorder worked, and that someone found this tape. I spent the next 30 minutes flipping through every known frequency band. AM, FM, shortwave, digital relay. Nothing matched what I'd heard. It was sitting somewhere between the bands, like it didn't exist on any known spectrum. That's impossible, by the way. Radio doesn't work like that. But here's the thing. Every time I tuned closer to that, in between, my studio equipment reacted. The lights dimmed, the clock stopped. The air itself felt thick, charged, like the moment before lightning strikes. And beneath all that, I could swear I heard my own voice. Low, slow, repeating the same phrase, again and again. Stay tuned. I've said those words 1,000 times over the years, but never like that. Segment 4. The Call. At 2:47 a.m., the phone rang. Our station line hasn't worked in months. Budget cuts, neglected wiring, yet it rang. When I picked it up, there was no greeting, just static, and then a faint chuckle. You sound tired, Ethan. I didn't speak. We've missed your voice. It was me. The tone, the breath, even the slight rasp I get when I've been on air too long. But it couldn't be. Couldn't. I slammed the phone down, pulled the plug from the wall. Didn't matter. The phone rang again. In the background, faint distortion, a low echo of a laugh. Segment 5. Isolation. You know, I used to joke on air that the station was haunted. Old tech, flickering lights, signals bouncing from God knows where. But jokes don't explain what's happening now. It's 2:58. The storm outside's gotten worse. The power's flickering every few seconds. I'm running off backup now. Every so often, I think I hear movement in the hallway. I tell myself it's the wind, but the building's sealed tight. Then the transmitter kicks back on by itself. And there it is again. My voice. Older, slower, like it's playing from a damaged cassette. This is Ethan Cole, signing off. I haven't said those words tonight. Not yet. Segment 6, the playback. I tried to analyze the audio, hooked the feed through the soundboard, watched the waveform. It wasn't normal speech. It pulsed, 5-second intervals, regular, measured, almost like a heartbeat. And when I reversed the clip, something else appeared under the noise. A whisper. My name repeated in overlapping tones, dozens of times like a crowd murmuring through static. Ethan, Ethan, Ethan. Each time softer, closer. It's hard to explain, but when I listened long enough, I could feel the words. They vibrated inside my head, not through the speakers. I took the headphones off, still heard them. Segment 7. The voice in the wire. By 3 a.m., the station had gone completely dark. Only the red on-air light remained, glowing faintly through the gloom. I thought about leaving, just walking out into the rain, driving until the static stopped. But something kept me here. That frequency, that feeling, the voice, my voice, had changed. It wasn't distorted anymore. It sounded clearer, like someone sitting right across from me. You can't leave, Ethan. Not yet. I turned toward the glass booth window, and for a second, I swear I saw a figure sitting in my chair. Not a reflection, a shadow hunched over the mic, breathing. Then, silence. The power flickered. The tape kept rolling. Segment 8, the final transmission. It's 3:03 now. Funny how that number keeps showing up. The clock froze there the first time the voice spoke. I can hear it again, beneath this recording. If I stop talking, you'll hear it too. A low hum, faint whispering. There. Do you hear it? It's clearer now, words forming through the static. You keep talking. Don't stop. The air remembers. I've been broadcasting into the void for years. Maybe the void finally decided to answer. Or maybe this has always been me, talking to myself across some impossible distance, like my own voice bouncing off the edge of time. I don't know what's real anymore, but if anyone out there is listening, don't try to find this frequency. Don't tune between the bands. Some signals were never meant to be heard. And if you do, and you hear a voice that sounds like your own, turn it off. Pause then, softly. This is Ethan Cole, signing off. Silence. Then the faint echo of the same voice repeating, this is Ethan Cole, signing off. Static. End of recording. End of part 1. The forgotten frequency. To be continued in part 2. The voices know his name.